At my school, there is a real issue with kids' poverty of expression and their lack of articulacy, as well as a real lack of confidence in standing up and speaking.
I want to encourage that in my classroom, to think someone's going to ask you a question one day that you might not know the answer to straight away. And I think debating gives them a really good opportunity to interact with other people and respond appropriately and respectfully.
Generally gets them to engage with the wider world, which I feel is hugely important.
We're going to be talking to you about what is debating and how can it work in your school. Then we're going to be moving on to the debating exercises, and this is where you guys are going to be standing up and acting like the school students and playing some of our games and activities so that you can really understand how they can be adapted to your lessons.
We had to plan a game and then pose that to the rest of the group as if they were doing a lesson, as if they were our students.
Little games that I can implement in the lessons to motivate students and get them to speak before they write. I found that really, really helpful.
It was good to be in the role of the student and actually think, do I explain it clearly enough?
If I want to think about how I'm going to get my lesson ready for my students, how would I feel doing the activity that they're doing?
After lunch is the best bit. This is where you guys are going to be doing a debate. So you guys are going to be debating against each other and you really understand what it's like from the student's point of view.
It was so interesting putting yourself in the position of students, because what we asked them to do is actually very daunting.
Quite challenging and exciting, but very, very practical and useful, because these are the kind of things that I'll be teaching to the students myself. So having done it now, I feel much more confident.
When you're with your peers and you're sat around a table, the pressure increases. We'll all remember that and how it felt and how nerve-wracking it was. So we know how to encourage them when we're doing it ourselves and leading debate or encouraging others to lead.
This has just been so beneficial. I'm already thinking about how I'm going to use them in my classroom and which classes I'm going to use them with. We had a session where we sat down and talked about that, and I've loads of notes. I know what lessons I'm going to go into and what games I'm going to try.
It's made me think about how I can encourage those skills in the wider school, not just extracurricular.
I'm definitely going to go back to my school and share some of the things that I've learnt today.
We're just going to take it into the classroom, try it out, see what works, and just hopefully use it for the foreseeable future and beyond.